This is my SRS individual project in the perspective of a team development software architect. My name is Liam Lyons and my sheet number is 32072. So part one, I'll be going through the SRS overview and explanation for a stakeholder. So, as I mentioned before, I'm presenting the software requirements specification from the perspective of the development team software architect. So this role focuses on system design, scalability, structure, and making sure the requirements are technically feasible for the team. So the first key model that I designed was a system vision picture. And as you can see on the left-hand side, it is rich in content and it outlines the main concerns and the key values that entail with each stakeholder within the picture. So description. So our system vision picture for X gives a high level visual of the system's purposes, environments, key actors, and major system concerns. So for a software architect, this is valuable because it clarifies what the problem the system must solve and puts together the overall design scope before technical decisions are then made. And the main stakeholders we analyze were executives, creators, end users, investors, marketing brands, and support team. Second key model that I designed and put together with another colleague was the domain model. So on the left-hand side, you can see each key each key element and the values and roles and multiplicities that entail with these elements. So for our description, the domain model describes pretty much the core business concepts, objects, and relationships without focusing on database or implementation details. This then helps the architect to understand the logical structure of the system, guiding how components, services, and modules should be designed to match real-world system behavior. Moving on to the relevant requirements for a software architect. So the system must be able to handle increase, load, or scope. The system must handle structured data storage with defined relationships that are clear, and it must provide secure API interface for integration, such as authorization and authentication. And it also finally should be the system should be able to support expansion in the future without major redesign. A few questions for the system requirements. So what are the long-term scaling expectations? So should the system support region event deployment or future client-specific integrations? What is the expected number of concurrent users so we can measure our architectures appropriately? And also, are there mandatory technology concerns? So should we build with specific frameworks, databases, or cloud providers? And that is all for part one. Moving then on to part two. So this is my self-reflection on the SRS project. So here I analyze my strengths and weaknesses of my making contributions and things I thought I did pretty well and strongly was that I thought I communicated thoroughly with the other members of the team. So I ensured that information I was using from their areas of work aligned with my work. And for specifics, I dedicated tasks to one of my group members to divide the work evenly so we could get more work done efficiently and quickly. And areas that I felt that I didn't that I would let the team down or let myself down was I feel like the draft submission I struggled in putting together my system vision picture. It wasn't as rich in content as it was in the final submission, so I took that down to a grade. And I feel like I could have initiated more group meetings to discuss any queries or concerns regarding the project. So I felt like I communicated pretty good, but in terms of meeting up in person, physical, I felt like me and the team didn't do that as much. And the most challenging part of the process was that putting together a document and finding which section suited our system best. So to overcome this, I discussed with my team to each focus on their own models and processes and input them into the document to make some progress and give us a clear vision of what needs to be done. So doing this by inputting everything we have into the document just gives us a better look on the project and we can pinpoint what we need to do. And then the most useful part of the project was I found putting together the domain model, and that was the most interesting part of the project. So learning about key associations and roles between different classes and their multiplicities brought the system to life. And what I would do differently next time, so I'd look at better examples of the system vision picture to gain a better understanding of the key concepts and make it rich, and also create a more team environment and be more proactive in my approach, taking responsibility for different actions. Thank you very much for watching, and yes, thank you.